Last week was Fallout Day 2024, the first iteration of what will likely be a yearly event from Bethesda celebrating all things Fallout. And well, yeah, the celebratory and charity aspect of Fallout Day was a major success. Many fans were not exactly impressed by what was shown content-wise during this stream, as it was mostly just Fallout 76 content that is on the PTS already. The stream itself was still pretty fun, albeit a bit light on completely new announcements, but thankfully modders have got our back here once again, as over the last week we've gotten several major announcements from some of the new game-sized projects on their way to Fallout 4, and honestly, in a bit of a unique turn of fate with these, they're actually not all positive announcements. The most recent focus for Fallout 4 New Vegas, aka the New Vegas Remake mod, has been on hero locations. Those major locations that require the most work to make, such as with the iconic Helios 1, which has now not only been blocked out, but is also beginning to be implemented into the world space here. The team describes getting into the implementation and quest work for Helios 1, but also working on some of the rewards. As we can see, the iconic Sea Finder from New Vegas being added. This includes its overhauled visuals, but also some new content, like a scope mod, and of course these weapons need to be adapted to Fallout 4's weapon modification system. So it's not just remaking the weapon, you also have to create a full suite of mods for that weapon. And one of the other major pieces of work that needs to be completed before release is revoicing. Voice lines from Fallout New Vegas cannot be used, so all of the characters from New Vegas must be revoiced.
This is a restricted area. State your business.
This is a restricted area. State your business. I ask myself the same question all the time. But energy is hard to come by around here. Gives you more control over this area than troops ever could.
But the other major hero location getting attention right now is the Sunset Sarsaparilla HQ. This too was blocked out first, but what the dev team here discovered was that, oh, we actually have more room. So with certain locations in Fallout 4 New Vegas, they're actually going to be getting a bit of an upgrade compared to their vanilla New Vegas counterpart. So this freight yard right next to the HQ is getting expanded with Fallout 4 New Vegas, being able to fill in a bit more thanks to the newer Fallout 4 engine. And implementing those locations is a monumental task. And in part, this is just due to the sheer amount of assets that need to be recreated for these. The interior of the Sunset Sarsaparilla HQ has a ton of themed items. Each one of these needs to be remodeled and textured. But 2024 also saw quite a few new releases come from the Fallout 4 New Vegas team, with some dropping as recently as just this past month. Challenges were implemented into Fallout 4 earlier this year, as work was done for the larger Fallout 4 New Vegas mod, which of course will feature challenges. So now, just like New Vegas doing various things in Fallout 4, such as discovering new locations, or even taking down a certain number of enemies will yield certain bonuses, potentially even new perks for your character. This is a really fun way to track progress as you go, as well as get some nice rewards along the way. Lots of new weapons were implemented as well though. The mysterious Magnum N44 revolver is a personal favorite of mine. This really coming with two things. First, it'll overhaul the 44 Magnum revolver in Fallout 4. It'll be visually far more similar to New Vegas's counterpart, but also sporting some really nice new animations. Now the weapon just looks great, but it also feels a lot better to use. You'll have faster firing ability, really smooth animations to go on top of it, and right now it's easily one of my favorite revolver mods for Fallout 4. But it also comes with a certain quest to unlock the mysterious stranger's own unique weapon if you want it. The Nuka Breaker and Rebar Club were added earlier this year as well. Definitely a simpler set of weapons, but still some of those iconic options from New Vegas. And of course, if you're recreating an entire game, you have to remake all of the weapons. And more recently, we have been getting some of the most popular of the new releases, such as with the Trail Carbine. More lever actions in Fallout 4 is always a good thing, and this looks particularly good. The mod does come with its own unique Mare's Leg variant from New Vegas, and it really just brings a nice amount of nostalgia with it. But what has really been the titan of the new releases is the Wattz 3000. This marks the long-awaited return of Painter 2099, but this is also going to be a bit of a unique release for Fallout 4 New Vegas. The Wattz, of course, never appeared in Fallout New Vegas, but the team here makes it clear that it'll fit in so perfectly well with the existing weapon options in New Vegas that they just want to add it, and it's going to occupy a nice long-range laser rifle option in Fallout 4 New Vegas. And the standalone release for Fallout 4 is easily one of the coolest weapon releases of 2024 so far. There are pistol and rifle variants available for this one, along with a plethora of unique options. What really makes the Wattz 3000 stand out is just how pretty it is. Between the sounds, custom animations, and even animated built on screen, this thing is a visual masterpiece with plenty of customization options available to you. And just like with Fallout 4 New Vegas, this one fits in perfectly for Fallout 4's leveled lists. And when it comes to custom weapons for the mod, more is coming. The team also shared some more work-in-progress shots of an upcoming single shotgun, as well as the AER-14 prototype, both of which look amazing. But when it comes to remaking a Fallout game, the team can't cut any corners here. They need to make sure things feel authentic, which means even some of the robots to appear in Fallout 4 will need to be overhauled for the mod. The Protectrons are in both Fallout 4 and New Vegas, but the New Vegas versions look a bit different. So the Fallout 4 New Vegas team is recreating these also. But also New Vegas's most iconic robots with the Securitrons are getting some love in some of these recent updates. These remade versions are modeled externally and internally, just like how they were in New Vegas, and in-world implementation of some of the robots is being added right now, including many of the custom faces that will need to be made for them. The Berserk Securitrons that you could see in the New Vegas box art are even being added as a proper feature with the mod. And 2D work in general has been making great progress with Fallout 4 New Vegas. We've seen a wide array of quest, perk, and even faction reputation visuals complete at this point, and so far these look amazing. This is the stuff that really starts to spark some of the nostalgia for me and build that New Vegas hype as we watch some of the mod progress get completed. Unfortunately, when it comes to some of the remake mods on the horizon, it's not all good news. Just a couple of months ago, I showcased the absolutely epic Fallout 1 remake mod, also known as Fallout Vault 13. This has been a work in progress for a while, but over the summer they had a major release with a standalone demo. This was the Inyo, and for the first time ever, you could experience segments of Fallout 1 fully recreated for Fallout 4's 3D world, offering an unparalleled level of exploration as well as an insane amount of detail added just for this mod. During this demo, there were several quests to complete, as well as a bunch of locations to explore and even some companions to recruit, and really just seeing Fallout 1 in 3D and actually getting to play it is pretty magical. Although unfortunately, that magic is kind of coming to a close, as it was also just announced that Fallout Vault 13 has suspended development. This was announced on their Discord server, citing issues with retaining developers, the monumental task still ahead of them in recreating an entire game, and not even just recreating, but adapting an entire game to a 3D world, as well as life circumstances changing for some of the members of the team. Honestly, I completely get this. It's a monumental task to do completely for free, and I think even the fact that we got this demo marks a really major milestone for them. And thankfully, the team does reveal that they will be releasing all of the finished content in a mod that is coming soon. And thankfully, if you are desperate to play those isometric Fallout games in a 3D world, you still can one day. Project Arroyo, the Fallout 2 remake mod, is still full steam ahead, and did share this showcase from their progress earlier this year. As well as speaking of demos, you may even be playing another one relatively soon. The Fallout 3 remake mod, otherwise known as the Capital Wasteland project, shared this pit deep dive earlier in 2024. This looks amazing. The team has shifted to prioritize working on recreating some of the DLC areas, as they also work on the larger Fallout 3 remake, so they're basically working on these in tandem. But considering the Fallout 3 DLCs are much smaller than Fallout 3 itself, we are getting some really epic standalone releases while we wait for the larger mod, including the pit, which is slated to have a demo release at some point in 2024. This too is incredibly exciting. It'll be another opportunity to properly experience a remake of Fallout 3, because as it stands right now, it doesn't really seem like Bethesda will be doing anything like that, at least not anytime soon. Fallout Day 2024 was definitely fun from a charity and feature standpoint. I really like what Bethesda did with this stream, but it was severely lacking in new announcements. So I feel like the overall format of the stream and really the concept of a Fallout Day could be repeated for years to come. Hopefully when it comes to 2025 and 2026, there's a bit more to reveal that we at least didn't know about. It seems like what's happening here is we're seeing a huge increase in interest in Fallout, largely thanks to the TV show, and in turn there's more budget for stuff like this. Although unfortunately, none of the games are currently ready for a release or even teasers, so we're not seeing anything from that side. So while yes, there has been rumors of a Fallout 3 remaster for about a year now, this is very likely still years away if it's even happening at all. Those rumors are from a roadmap that was made in 2020. It's really old now. The only concrete hope we really have as far as playing new Fallout games anytime soon is from modders. And it does feel like with the release of Fallout London earlier this year, that there is a new hope around some of these new game or even DLC sized mods because yeah, modders can release some pretty amazing Fallout experience for us even while we wait for Bethesda or others to get something out. And if you are interested in some more Fallout 4 mods that you could download right now, check out this video.